Hello. Today we are going to talk about working memory in children. So we will cover what exactly is working memory, how can it be affected in children, especially children who have autism or attention deficit or hyperactivity related problems, and then the steps on how to improve it in children. This will be a two-part video. Let's see how working memory actually works. See how the ball rolled away? Let's try to stabilize it against the wall. How will you know that a child's working memory is weak? Because they might have a fair social interaction, but participation in group activities is affected. Why? Because their instruction following is slow, both verbal and written. Also, they will lose place while reading, writing, and that's why the recall is also slow. They will miss out on the details. They will want to give up complicated tasks easily. Their organization skills are poor, so they will lose their possessions easily. And of course, they will easily get distracted. Improving the working memory of a child is not an easy task. Let me explain you this. Let's consider this a funnel or a bucket, which is the capacity of working memory of a child. You keep on pouring water, it keeps getting filled, connecting the information to the previously collected information, and problem solving develops. But in children who have problems, there will be like a hole at the bottom. No matter how much water you pour from the top, some leakage will happen. So you need to patch up this hole. First, try to break down the activity into small steps, very small steps if possible. It is meal time. Collect all your toys in the basket. After that, try to keep giving reminders. That is the second step. Whenever you feel that the child might leave the activity unfinished or they leave the basket there. Third step, keep asking questions. Do you know where to keep the basket? Or have you collected all the toys? Can you see any more toys in the room? If this part is complete, then you can say, come at the dinner table. And finally, you can start eating. So breaking down activity into these small steps helps the child to understand it. So the fourth very important part comes, follow a structure or routine with the child. Be consistent with the routine and be patient. Wait for the child to respond. After the techniques, there are 7 main steps that you need to follow with the child. First, very important, is the environment. It should be preferably not noisy. So less number of people in the room, preferably just you and the child. No clutter in the play area or the activity area that you are using. Wall hangings, posters, toys, any kind of clutter should be removed. And try to use very simple instructions. Secondly, try to train the child in the specific skill that you want them to learn. For example, it's jumping. Train for jumping. And the third step comes into play over here. Try to engage all the senses of the child. Let them observe you jumping, other children jumping. Just to give them that idea of how the bouncy feeling comes, you can use a big ball, just like I showed you before. They can try to bounce on that. Then you can try to use trampoline for the child. Then jump down or jump ahead. You can make circles where the child has to jump or jump down the stairs. Steps you can use. All these engagement of different senses like visual, the sound of it, the excitement of how amazing children feel while jumping is all going to benefit them. The fourth step is again very important. Try to gain the eye contact of the child. If you're instructing the child and the child is looking elsewhere, there is no point in instructing. Try to sit face to face with the child so that they can hear you, see your lips moving, understand that you're trying to talk to them. The fifth step, try to work at a slow pace. Be patient. Give the child time to respond to you. At least 15 seconds before you repeat the instruction, especially for new activities, or demonstrate them again. Sixth, try to work on one concept at a time. For example, you are teaching them alphabets. Don't ask whether it's big or small, what color is the alphabet written in. No, let them just recognize it. In the same way, if you're teaching the child the skill to throw a ball, only focus on throwing, no matter in which direction they are throwing it. Do not add targets simultaneously, especially in the initial stages. Once they know how to take the ball and throw it at a certain angle, then you can work on, okay, now can you try to throw it towards one target? Don't change targets frequently. Let them work on one target at a time and then you can expand it. And finally, this could be an overwhelming experience for the child. So always try to give calming activities based on the sensory needs of the child. In this video, I tried to cover the techniques and the steps for improving working memory. We'll work on more working memory related activities in the next video next week. So keep following it. Like the video if it was informative for you. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and please leave suggestions for what kind of videos would you like me to cover on this channel. I will be glad to cover them. And we'll meet again soon. Bye.